Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for eclipse season 2024. This is for the second eclipse season of this year. If you're unfamiliar, there's 2 eclipse seasons every year, and they're basically a set of eclipses that happen. So on September 17th, we're going to have the Pisces lunar eclipse, and yes, this is obviously going to be massive for you in particular. And you're the last sign I'm reading for. I can only imagine what's going to come out. And then we have the solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd. So in between those 2 dates, it's going to be felt the strongest. If you're unfamiliar, eclipse seasons, they are times of great drama and chaos. Life just is amplified times 100. And it's actually a good thing. Yes, a lot of challenges, drama, like really dramatic life events tend to unfold during eclipse seasons. Emotions can be really heightened. However, it's all supporting our highest good. So there could be endings, new beginnings, crazy life changes that happen, but it's propelling us forward in life. It's like the nitrous that propels us forward a lot quicker in the right direction. So don't resist whatever's happening for you at this time. It's all for your highest good. It's leading you on a beautiful path, even if in the present moment it may be too dramatic for you. But here's the thing, it'll look different for all of you. Some of you may have really great blessings come forward. Others of you may have like really tragic events. But no matter whether you feel it in a positive or negative sense, it's neutral. And it's always guiding you to your highest self-growth. So I wanted to do this reading and see what kind of changes will be happening for you, what events will happen for you. Also, if you're very psychically sensitive, you'll probably feel the energies of this eclipse season before the 17th as well as after the 2nd. So keep that in mind. You're probably already getting insights into what's going on. So comment down below as I shuffle these cards, what sort of insights have you been getting recently? I would love to hear. So let's dive into it. Your first card out, Pisces, is Happy Family in reverse. Oh my. So there could be some issues that you're having with your family or the people that you live with. Okay, some sort of arguments, tension, challenge that needs to be resolved. Some sort of energy there. Your feelings and intuition is guiding you very strongly at this time to make certain decisions when it comes to family boundaries or boundaries with the people that you live with and certain changes that may be taking place there. And this will reflect itself differently for everybody watching. Like, for example, some people may be moving out of their parents' house for the first time because you're just sick of the energy or the drama, whatever. Others of you may have an issue with your roommate. Others of you may be in a fight with one of your siblings right now. It can manifest itself very differently. And it'll be varying levels of dramatic depending on who you are and what you're going through in life and how well you've been listening to your intuition, because I tend to find that the more you ignore your intuition, the more intense life seems to get. So if you're feeling extreme intensity right now, you might want to listen to what your intuition's telling you to do, even if it requires a leap of faith. If you're feeling guided to, for example, get a divorce or cut off a family member or move out or, something really big and scary like that, it's really important to sit with that feeling, understand it, and maybe take action on it if it feels like it might be the best choice. Let's see. We have delight. Beautiful. So you'll be enjoying this time for sure. It's not all dramatic. And I think overall, your life feels pretty good, actually. Like you're excited by life. And there's a lot of good things going for you, a lot of good people in your life. Yeah, let's see. I just want to keep pulling cards. We have love. Love. A lot of you may be feeling very much in love with somebody, long-term partners, or even somebody who you just feel like they're going to be a long-term partner for you. But also there could be a tremendous amount of love for certain family members or friends in your life as well. It's intense. And you know what? This love actually supports you and encourages you to set better boundaries with family and the people you live with. This love can be a healing balm. You know what? How do I put this? Like, sometimes we tolerate relationships and situations that are less than what we should be tolerating, but we don't really notice that until we finally get into a relationship or friendship with somebody who really actually treats us right. Does that make sense? So it's like there's somebody in your life who really treats you great. And it's from being treated with love for once that you actually realize, you know what, like I shouldn't be tolerating this other behavior over here. Does that make sense? And this says love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. Exactly. Yes. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Yeah, that's the thing. Once you start to get treated right by certain individuals, you start to really see the ways in which you've been treated like crap by other individuals. So I think that illumination is happening for you during this eclipse season. And wow, we have the trout and the lily of the valley with purification. Beautiful, beautiful spirits there. Let me read this from the booklet for you so you have a good understanding of what these spirits represent. So this is 43. The number 43 may be significant for you. And this says, both the trout and the lily of the valley symbolize return and restoration. A river or lake teeming with trout indicates a balanced and healthy ecosystem. Conservation efforts at rewilding streams often focus on reintroducing trout to their native habitats once rivers have been decontaminated and barriers such as dams removed. Likewise, in the Victorian language of flowers, the lily of the valley communicates a return to happiness. This is perhaps due to the legend of Saint Leonard, a hermit said to have slain the last dragon in England. Wherever the blood of the dragon was spilled, lilies of the valley grew. And once the dragon was killed, Saint Leonard returned to his life of peaceful solitude. And this says, your difficulties are subsiding and happiness will soon be restored. Now is the perfect time for quiet meditation and deep introspection. Now, the shadow element of these spirits is this. A toxic element is in the way of your happiness. Consider what pollutants may be upsetting your balance and seek to remove them. Yeah, that fits perfectly with this happy family card in reverse. There's some sort of mild toxicity that may exist in your family or home life. And here's the thing, this might not even be a person. For some of you, there could literally be like mold in your house or something like that you're needing to get rid of. And that could be very stressful, but there's a sense of purification, decontaminating your life, both emotionally, physically, if there's any physical contaminants in your home and life. And this could even just be decluttering, getting rid of the crap, doing like a deep cleaning, using products that are safer for your lungs and things like that. And some of you, now I'm getting the message, some of you may even be suffering from sensitivity with the lungs or the skin, breaking out in like hives or rashes or asthma attacks, things like that. If you've been experiencing that, that's kind of in alignment with what's being said here anyways. So let's dive into your tarot. We have the Star coming out as your first card. This is really delightful, really beautiful. The Star shows you are extremely connected to spirit at this time, which I am not shocked because whenever the moon is in Pisces at all, it's an extremely spiritual time. And this is the Pisces lunar eclipse, and it's a supermoon. So you already know that you're going to be having extreme amounts of spiritual insights. You especially, you the most out of all the signs. So yeah, you're feeling really connected, and it's like a lot of visions and insights, spiritual epiphanies will be happening for you during this time. You're feeling extremely connected to your spirit guides, your ancestors, and you may be doing certain spiritual rituals to connect, certain forms of mediumship to connect with those ancestors, deities, spirits, etc. Also, the Star card shows that you are just more attractive and magnetic at this time. So people may feel very strongly about you. This moon, this eclipse is really awakening some power in you, So I think out of all of the signs during this time, you are the most magnetic. People have their eyes on you for sure. And you have the most influence and power at this time, I believe. But also on top of that, this is just a great time for manifesting and getting what you want, declaring what you want and going after it and getting it. So that's extremely beautiful. Okay. We have the 7 of coins coming out right next to that. Yeah, this is a frustration because it's like nothing, it seems like nothing changes. And this could be frustration towards a person or towards like a goal of yours. If it's towards a person, for example, it's like, I just don't understand how they have not evolved after all of these years. I just don't understand how they're still the same toxic person after all these years, or why we keep having these conversations. And it's like, you can't force people to change and grow. You can only have control over how you react to them and how you show up. You are the only person that you have control of. You can't even control your children or your pets. Like, you can only be in control of yourself, your own emotions, and how you react to life outside of yourself, as well as how you react to your own internal reality. And so if you're feeling frustrated because a situation just isn't changing, and this could even be a goal, like you keep working hard towards a goal and you're just not seeing the results you want, all you have control over is the actions that you take. And when the Seven of Pentacles comes out in reverse, to me, it's a sign that an adjustment is needed within this. Like, you don't have to completely give up on a person or a goal, but you definitely need to make an adjustment in how you are showing up and dealing with this goal or this person. You may need to make adjustments in how much you give, honestly. And some of you may need to give less or be around this person or this influence less. Or if it's like a goal, maybe put in less of an effort because those efforts aren't being rewarded. And maybe because you're putting less of an effort towards that particular goal, you can focus more on other goals or other things that you have in mind. We have the Two of Wands coming out. Yeah, I don't know why I'm seeing this is like a great time for you to like create a vision board. And because it feels like you're getting a lot of insights when it comes to what like the next 6 to 12 months looks like for you, what this new chapter in your life is going to be looking like. So this is actually a great time to check back in with yourself, create a new vision board, journal a little bit, like create a new plan in life, like adjust your plan. It's almost like a mid-year adjustment. So that's very beautiful. There could also be some travel plans, or you're making plans when it comes to future adventures that you'll be going on. We have the High Priestess coming out. Yeah, guys, I told you. Totally. This is for sure you throughout this eclipse season. You are the High Priestess. You are the shaman, the seer, the one who is spiritually connected. And it feels like you are, again, really getting so many insights when it comes to just your own intuition and what you need to know. You're getting so many downloads from the universe right now. And also, like, it's impossible to lie to you at this time. Totally impossible to lie to any Pisces at this time. If anybody tries being deceitful with you, which I don't really see, you're just going to see them for exactly who they are, which is funny. Wow. Okay. Definitely a strong time for spiritual practice. We have the Three of Swords. Okay, this is an ending for sure. Someone or some sort of hurt or pain. I'm not going to spin it to you in a positive way. It's not a positive card, This is an ending. Some sort of separation. That may be a little bit difficult. Like, I don't know why the example that keeps coming back into my head is like moving out of like a argumentative or toxic living situation. Obviously, that's not going to be the case for everybody, but I definitely feel like there's at least somebody watching who's doing that. Like moving away from family, moving away from, a negative landlord or roommate or something like that. And, that can come with its own anxieties and heartbreak. I feel like anytime we like uproot our lives, it just feels weird as humans, it just, there's a bittersweet energy that tends to come with that. Temperance in reverse. Oh my gosh, this is scary. Temperance in reverse next to the Three of Swords. Definitely eclipse season energy. And actually, you're the last sign I'm filming for. Most of the signs had this Temperance card, and most of the time it was in reverse, which doesn't shock me because Temperance in reverse is a very dramatic card. It is totally in alignment with eclipse season, but this is showing an emotional intensity. So I'm just going to be honest with you. A lot of you may be going through like intense emotional changes at this time, endings as well at this time. Then this could be a relationship ending. This could be creating more distance with like a certain family member or something like that. Or even like suddenly leaving something that was very much in your comfort zone, like suddenly leaving a job or location or something like that, some sort of heartbreak, or this could be like, for example, a friend that, like, one of your best friends moving away, or something like that, some sudden news coming in that's like startling and scary. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys, but let me tell you, like, first off, most people are going through something like this at this time, so you're definitely not alone. And also, whatever is happening, even if it's scary, like, it's happening for your greatest good. Like, for example, if your best friend is moving away and you're like, no, who am I gonna hang out with? I'm gonna be feeling so lonely. This may actually be a good thing for you to develop your own relationship with self and go out of your comfort zone a lot. It's like, yes, you might not like this change right now, or it might feel scary right now, but it's leading you towards more independence. And a lot of doors will open from this change, even if the change itself is something that you don't want to happen, Like, I didn't want to have it come to this, but it's happening. And if you want to make the most of this is going to be a great time for you to really connect on a deeper level with yourself and explore yourself outside of your comfort zone and your comfort relationships. And then we finish off with the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I don't know why, Pisces, I keep coming back to, like, family. And there could be a family member that is very, like, covertly emotionally manipulative at times, with the King of Cups coming out in reverse. This is somebody who, like, tries to use their emotions to manipulate the situation. Like, oh, I'm so upset because you took this action for yourself. Or they try to, like, pressure you to make a certain decision. And it's like, no, they should just respect what your decision is. They shouldn't be trying to force somebody else to act in a certain way. So it could be that. This could also show somebody who is not good at regulating their own emotions, and they make their emotions other people's problems. And at the most extreme, this could be somebody who is extremely emotionally exhausting to be around because they always have some sort of problem, some sort of issue, and, like, just a really heavy energy about them. And so I feel, Pisces, for the majority of you, it feels like you're sort of being liberated from that energy a little bit. It doesn't necessarily feel like, for the majority of you, you're, like, cutting them out of your life entirely, but it's more so creating some distance from that. And also, for some of you, this could be your own energy because this is your court card, your masculine side here. So you are being asked, especially next to the Temperance card in reverse, you are being asked to focus on, this is your challenge for the eclipse season. It's like focusing on regulating your own emotions and not accidentally making your emotional regulation somebody else's responsibility, or relying your happiness upon somebody else's actions and somebody else's presence in your life. You're in control of your own happiness and emotional well-being, especially if you're an adult. Like, you are creating your own reality. And if you have some sort of major emotional imbalance or upset at this time, it is sort of up to you to find the proper coping mechanisms and skills to process, feel your emotions, and take the healthiest actions instead of letting your emotions make decisions for you, which may not necessarily lead to the best outcomes. Does that make sense? So this could show up in people outside of yourself, but also within yourself, okay? This is a very dramatic, like, this whole bottom row here is very dramatic emotions, okay? So the people around you and also parts of yourself, depending on who you are, it feels like there's just a lot of emotional intensity during this eclipse season in your relationships, in your emotions especially. And you're getting intuitive downloads on how to navigate this emotional intensity. But man, this Temperance card in reverse next to this King of Cups in reverse, to me, this is wild, because this is like extreme emotional intensity, and to the point where it becomes a problem because somebody else is not in control of their emotions, is what it feels like. Somebody here is not in control of their emotions, and like when they're in a bad mood, they make it everybody else's problem. You know what I mean? So if you're dealing with somebody like that, I feel like, you know, it's about time. You may feel intuitively it's time for you to sort of distance yourself, you know? So yeah, and especially going back to the message we had in the beginning of the reading here, where when you actually spend time with people who are emotionally healthy and who do love you and treat you nice, it especially makes you realize just how inappropriate those other people who may be projecting a lot onto you and putting a lot onto you may be. But overall, we have the Delight card, so it's important to remember that this can be a really great eclipse season for you. The Delight card, we have the Two of Wands, the Star especially, feeling very magnetic, very powerful, beautiful, and your dreams are really coming in at this time with these two cards here. You're clear-minded about those dreams. And with the High Priestess, you're very much in your feminine energy, spiritually connected, and some of you may be like spending a lot of time to yourself, like reading, doing art, like doing whatever you enjoy doing, which is exceptional. Yeah, it's a very intense time for you, Pisces. I can only imagine what's gonna go down. Let me know in the comment section, actually, like what sort of stuff has been happening for you around this eclipse season so far. And definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this eclipse season. Especially watch for your moon and rising signs. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.